Hey, I'm here and I haven't froze. Yes.
Hi, everyone.
No, I haven't froze. Welcome to a Cruise Amigos live from London. And today we have our regular Amigos. We have Amigo John from Minnesota. Hi, John. And we have Amigo Chili from Virginia. Hi, Chili.
Hi,
and
buddy.
We got a very special guest today. We have Martin in Manchester, if I'm correct, in the UK, Martin, yeah?
Manchester.
From Martin's Holiday Village. Hi, Martin.
Yeah.
You must say
How you
Manchester. He's from Manchester.
Now, before we
It is
start,
Manchester. Hi, amigos. It's fabulous.
before I start, Martin, and ask you a few questions about what you do, and you can talk about exactly what you do, I just want to, I've got a very serious question to ask, and I have to ask this. John, what happened? I need to.
You froze me.
You don't.
I just wave my magic wand and the question stops.
Yeah.
No, start
You
again.
totally
John.
froze.
I'm still here, aren't I? Yeah. Right. I want to know, John.
Start over with the question, though.
Yeah, this is a very serious question, John. We need to know this. Yeah, John, you're in Minnesota. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you have just started your flying lessons, John. Yeah. Can you explain this, please?
I can. First of all, that was not me. That was down in the big end of the state called Minneapolis. Now you see that plane has wings below the body of the plane there. And I would never fly one of those airplanes as a pilot. It's just personal preference. I fly. Yeah. See it. Well, you can't see it here, but that's me. Yeah. So
that is John taking his flying lessons. Are you sure that you were not flying that plane? Yeah,
I am absolutely positive. That's a white plane. I'm in a red plane.
Yeah, but you didn't mistake, the runway, I know, with the glasses for the motorway, and, are you absolutely 100%? You're flying.
Man, it would have made a good story if it had been you.
It would have. And when I was younger, the guy who owned the jewelry store in our town did that over by Boston. But he not only did that, he actually landed on the roof of a car. They were going the same speed, and he landed on the roof of a car. How's that for a twisted,
In Minnesota?
In Minnesota.
Do you know what? What is it about Minnesota and flying planes, yeah? So, John, I look forward to your next flying lesson. I've got a few people saying hi. Lady, hello, hey, lady. From Alaska. Jackie from the UK. Hi, Jackie.
Alrighty, hey.
Ian O'Reilly says, good evening.
Ian, hi, Ian. Hello.
Ian just booked a cruise on the Anthem of the Seas. 29th of August.
Nikki.
Nikki's here as well, and that's exactly what you did, Ian, just to say that. Right, now I now have to introduce our wonderful guest, Martin. Thank you. Oh. You're so brave coming on our show. Welcome to the Cruise Amigos, live from London.
Hi, the Amigos.
What do you mean he's brave coming on our show? We're not going to attack him, Pete. We're going to attack you. Martin's our guest. We take care of our guests. You're the ones we want to attack.
We will see that, won't we? Yeah. Martin, please introduce yourself and please explain to everybody watching exactly what you do, please, Martin.
Well, my name's Martin Sanlando, and it's double barrel, so it sounds really posh. It's not really. I'm common as muck. But I run my own travel business here in the UK, specialising in cruise for all holidays, because cruises don't just go on cruise holidays. They might go on a weekend break. They might go to Spain, US, Florida, Minnesota, land on the motorways and things like that. So yeah, it's all my own business. I've been in the industry for must be about far too long to remember. I remember I did have a dark beard when I started. Look at it now; it's very sort of grey and very short because I got too short this week. So with the blade on the wrong one, so that was a bit of a mistake. But yeah, I run my own business, creating memories for people.
Now, Martin, obviously, I'll bring the chaps in at some point. I will bring you in, guys. Honestly, I promise. But maybe I won't actually. But okay. Now, Martin, it's been a horrible year for the travel industry. But one of the things that we've noted now, one of the things that's kind of come out of this is almost a reinvention of the travel agent. You know, it's because so many things have gone wrong and people are chasing refunds and they're worried about paying deposits and having to change their flights and everything. And booking through a travel agent has actually made a huge difference. So, Martin, well done. I mean, the work that you do is just incredible.
Well, as a travel agent, and there's loads of us out there, since March, around about the 17th, 18th of March, our world has been turned upside down. For the last, we're coming into month 12, 9 months. It's all been about looking after guests, getting people refunds, getting them rebooked if they want to rebook for 2021, 2022, even 2023 in some of the cruise lines. And it's when you create memories for people, it's a happy time. People, you know, go away, they have a fabulous time, they send you pictures, they're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and blogging and just having a fabulous time. Well, since March, it's just gone. It literally went overnight, and it just got worse and worse. What we found with a lot of people is that they're finding that when bookings themselves, they've been left on their own. You know, some companies have not had the staff to be able to speak to people, so they've shut phone lines. And something we didn't do, we've stayed open from the beginning. We speak to everybody on the day you call. We make sure and talk to you. We don't send you an email because it's personal service. To me, everybody's a friend that comes and books with me. I've got people that book with me for the last 20 years. And the reason is it's the service that's given. A lot of people have sat in phone lines and queues and tried to get through to cruise lines. Well, we have those direct contacts where we've got a huge spreadsheet of who's booked, who's moved, who needs a refund. And we're constantly onto the cruise lines instead of one person always ringing up, and you're stuck in a queue for. Imagine how many thousands of people have had the cruise cancelled. You know, P&O, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity. Not to pick on anyone in particular, but you're stuck in a queue for hours and hours and hours. Whereas when we ring up, we could be talking to them about 30, 40, 50 bookings at a time. There's a very famous person in the UK, and he's become a hero in the travel industry. And I don't know if you've heard of Eamon Holmes. But he actually come out on a morning show and actually said, travel agents used to be seen as the past. They are now the future. And it is, the internet took over. The internet is an impersonal service. It churns out. You put in, I want to go to Miami on a cruise, it'll churn something out. If you know me, and I've spoke to you before, I'll say, well, that cruise line mightn't be for you because it's Carnival. You know, you like something a little bit more sedate. You know, it might be the cheapest price, but how about this? The internet doesn't do that. You know, they don't have the internet doesn't have the experience that we have. You know, that we've been on the ships, we've experienced it, not just from a business point of view, but from a personal point of view. I love cruising. I was with the person at the end of the phone that goes, I don't rather like being stuck on a ship for a week. That was me in the beginning. I did my very first cruise on Celebrity Century. And John, Peter, you'll know, going across the English Channel, it was a travel agent cruise. So it was just like over to Amsterdam from Dover, up in the North Sea, it was blowing a gale. The ship was rocking. But do you know what? We had a fabulous time. And that got me addicted. So much so, 6 months later, I took my now husband, we went on our first cruise together on Celebrity Central Barcelona, and we've not looked back since. And this year, we have missed it so much. We've had so many cruises cancelled. We just want to go. I'll happily walk out tomorrow. Somebody said to me on one of these taster cruises to get back into the industry, do you want to go? I'm here. You know, pick me up. I'll be there. No problems at all. As long as I get a gin and tonic and I can have a meal, I'm happy. You know, I don't care if we have to wear a mask, which might be what we have to do. It's about experiencing life, and it's about getting on with life. And I think that's what we need to do now, is start to look forward and actually think, well, actually, we wear a mask day in, day out. What's the difference on a cruise? You know, you got to wear it to move around, but you're not going to wear it when you eat. You're not going to wear it when you're having a drink and you sat down. So, but anyway, as I said to you before, guys, I could talk for England. Travel is a passion of mine. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and me, but I will bring the chaps here. I've got some photographs I'm going to show in a minute, but I want to give John and Chili an opportunity, first of all, to come in. John, Chili, do you want to say anything before I show the photographs, or shall I show the photos?
So I get asked all the time about, you know, should I use a travel agent? Should I book myself? What's the differences and all that business? And what I tell people, my advice to people, Martin, and you fit right in the absolute perfect scenario. You don't necessarily need a travel agent until you have a problem. And if you have a problem,
Yeah.
that's when the travel agent is worth all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, an absolutely perfect trip with no weather issues, no any kind of issues.
Transfers.
Yeah, no problem with any of that. Then you're fine. But the first time you got a problem, boy, you have somebody that you can contact and say help, and it gets taken care of. That's what makes a person like Martin worth $1 million to me.
What do you think, John?
Oh, it's the same thing. And you guys, since I've met the two of you, it's just been travel agent, travel agent, travel agent. I mean, where else can it come along and you can say you can find somebody who's going to work their butt off for you, and in the end, it costs you nothing. Plus, they'll probably give you a free guest once you become a repeat client of theirs. What kind of statistics? Hi, Tyler. What do you need to have put in front of you to say, are you not listening to me? I mean, find a travel agent. If they're not the right one for you, find another one. That's okay. You don't have to live with the first one you find, because everybody has a different kind of style or a different way that they respond and everything like that. But I promise you, out there is a travel agent that you will climb into bed with. And I mean that figuratively, hopefully not literally, but you never know. Separately from that.
Could be a new service.
I married my travel agent. It's film at 11. But the point is that, and just like Chili said, boy, when things go wrong, and now it seems like they are just going wrong like a set of dominoes falling onto each other as far as cruise ships and changing. And the big thing here that we haven't talked about today is the three initials BDM. And most people in the travel agents as consumers don't know what BDM stands for. But everybody on the backside, that's what the world runs on, is your BDM. And that's the business development manager that Norwegian has, that Carnival has, that a tour company has, that you get on a bus tour and go around Germany has. And that's what the travel agency, that's what Martin has access to. So he doesn't have to sit on Carnival's line for 4 hours. If things are going bad and he's got a deadline, he contacts his personal BDM at Carnival. If Carnival says, no, we can't do that, he's got a higher source to go to try and resolve things. And if it's logical and it's reasonable, or Carnival kind of screwed up because the gal at the other end has to follow the screen that she's on, but that's not logical in this case, he's got a place to go. Anyone that's a good qualified travel agent. And we should talk about that at some point too, because there are travel agents and then there are travel agents.
You know what, John? I think that's a wonderful point you said, and I think we're definitely going to come back to that. But as we always, our hour always goes really quickly. And so I've got some photographs. One of the great things about talking to Martin is that, Martin, you mentioned earlier that your first cruise was back in 2008. Mine was 2015. And should I talk about my first cruise, guys? No, I won't. Right? And 2008. But what's lovely, I mean, obviously, the Cruise Amigos show, we try to have loads of fun and we go crazy, we take the mickey out of each other. But sometimes it's really nice to have someone really formal on the show who does things the classic way, which is what you do. I mean, your first cruise, 2008. And one of the great things about cruising that I love is that we get the opportunity to dress up, Martin, don't we? Yeah. And I always, and there we go.
Oh my goodness!
Cruising.
Dressed up, James Bond.
Yeah, and again, going back to your first cruise, 2008, Martin. Yeah, get into dress up. And I think one of the things that I love, I just love the fact that we have someone on our show who does cruising the classic way, the kind of old-fashioned way, and dresses up that way. Hey, Martin.
Oh, now that's up my alley.
Oh, God.
I like it.
I'm guessing a Friends of Dorothy gathering someplace.
Can you explain that, please, Martin?
It was actually an 80s cruise. Yeah, I can do. It was an 80s cruise sailing out of the UK, and it was a 3-night party cruise, and it was just, I'd have to do something different. And believe it or not, those are high heel shoes, and I did wear them all night. And I'll tell you what, ladies out there, I know why you take your shoes off at the end of the night and walk home with them in your hands, because boy, do they hurt. They really do.
And you are sure. That's correct, isn't it? You're being sure.
Share?
correct.
You mean
That was a
share?
version of Cher. Yeah, I don't think Cher would be happy with it.
No, I mean, but we all do it once in a lifetime, don't we? We can forgive somebody doing it once. Okay, Martin. This is your friendly travel agent. Going out cruising. Can you?
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Boys.
I'll give you an idea. On that cruise, we had over 200 people. We'd actually booked 200 cabins. So it was a party cruise, and that was me as Madonna that year. So again, yeah, a bit of fun. The party cruises, have a laugh, enjoy life. As I said earlier on, it's about enjoying your life. Cruising, you can do the formal side, but then let's go out and party where we can.
I just want to know, was there a walk of shame the next morning?
That will be a storytelling, wouldn't it? Though, what goes on a cruise stays on a cruise.
We would love to know. Hi, Tyler. By the way,
hey, Tyler.
Tyler has a wonderful show in America, the Tyler Show. Saying hi to everybody, and hi, Andreas from Qatar. Andreas has an excursion company in Qatar. Chile, we are visiting next year, aren't we?
Yes.
On our European tour. And I would love to chat at some point for support. We are going to talk about support later, by the way. We've got an update on that. And I know that Alison has got wonderful photographs from her trip to Qatar. And so hi, Andreas, you're most welcome. Katie's here. Hi,
Hey, Katie.
Lady says, so fancy, looking good. That must be for you, Martin. Yeah, it can't be for us. Is that correct? Yeah, I'm guessing so.
I did put out my little finger.
Oh,
yeah, Katie says looking good. Lady, love to dress up on cruises too. It's so much fun. Well, I can assure you that when we go on our the Cruise Amigos European tour, wait and see, guys. Hey, Amigos. Hi, Sonny. How you doing? Jack,
hi.
Love to put my tux on. Yeah, me, Jack. Absolutely love it. Reservations for the captain's table. Yes. And very, very quickly, let's go for the rest of the before we get started. Hi, Sonny. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Katie, she says, wow, Martin. Yeah. Absolutely.
Jack, does the captain know you're going to be at his table? Or did you just push yourself in there?
Looks like Martin's got your wig stash.
He does. His are better than mine, though.
And Jackie can't wait to cruise.
I agree with that.
So I'm just going to go through a few more of the photographs here. You're from Manchester, Martin, yeah? You're from Manchester?
I am, yeah.
Explain this then.
Well, I live in Manchester, so again, this is another dressing up. This is Scousers who used to all wear shell suits in the 80s, and again, we dressed up, and this is one of the actors from EastEnders that was on the cruise as well. So it was a cruise full of stars all over, as I'm sure you see from the pictures that are sent over.
Yeah. So now you're a Scouser, yeah? Now, do you know? They don't know that you're dressed as a Scouser, yeah? As that's a classic comedy sketch, Scouser. Can you do the accent?
Oh God, yeah. Do you know what? I can. I was put my posh voice on for the video for the show, but hey, calm down. We're going down the pub, like, you know what I mean.
What is a scouter? Is that like an agent? Would we use the word agent? What's scouter?
A Scouser is someone from Liverpool. It's a nickname for someone who lives in Liverpool. Like London, it's the Cockney, and Liverpool, it's the Scouser. It is the season.
There we go.
Right, Santa Claus.
Yeah, hopefully. And this is going back to your first cruise, isn't it, Martin?
Oh, it is. That was a fabulous cruise. I don't know what I was doing with that cardigan though. It's not the best look, but yeah, I'm looking at. I'd say a bit slimmer, but I don't know actually. I'll have to look back and see if I've ever lost weight since then, or put more lockdown weight on.
That was on
Barcelona.
On what ship was that?
Barcelona.
What ship was that?
Beautiful. As celebrities say on their ships, the beautiful Celebrity Century. So it was a fabulous cruise. That you mentioned before about the Friends of Dorothy. We started off. There was myself and it was my partner at the time. Is now my husband. So it's been together 21 years now. But yeah, we were on there. There was the two of us. By the end of the cruise, there was 50 of us in the Martini bar, having a laugh with the crew, really enjoying it. We had such a good time, and that really, although I was hooked in a little bit, that really pulled me in. That I love cruising, and that we've done it ever since.
Wow. Chili, do you know what's really interesting, by the way? I was expecting, you're probably going to get this, Chili. I was expecting getting a few comments saying potato. Do you understand that?
Potato.
Potato. Did you see that?
No.
Potato or potato.
You haven't seen that, yeah? Now, Emma, I don't know if Emma from Emma Cruising is watching, yeah? She's got that wonderful group, Emma Cruises. It used to be Cruising Isn't Just for Old People. And she put this post the other day, and I could not believe it. And this is what she put down. She said, I mentioned on my YouTube live today that comments help my channel, even if it's just the word potato. And do you know what happened? You're not going to believe what's happened. She started getting all these comments, potato. And I'm like, you are kidding me. I mean,
I missed out on that one. I must have been napping.
You haven't seen it, yeah. So I was kind of expecting people to comment potato, yeah. But do you know something, guys? Yeah, that kind of got me interested. I thought, what is Emma talking about? Potato. There's got to be more to it, cruising. So I actually decided I'm going to Google potato and cruising and see what comes up. That's what came up. Can you believe it? I Googled cruises and potatoes and that came up, yeah. And then this came up.
There's Mr.
Captain
Potato.
Captain
Mr. Potato.
We want to go cruising with Captain Potato. So I'm thinking there's got to be a lot more. You know what Emma's like. You know what I mean? Crazy channel, you know, so much fun, yeah? And I thought there's got to be a lot more to this. Why is Emma suddenly bringing up the word potato? You know, and you know, and then I realized I found that. Emma and the mashed potato. And not only is that Emma, you can see there a book about her. You can see in the foreground, you've got Hudson.
Yeah.
You've got Hudson. So I thought they've written a book about potato. And then I realized, you know, Emma's rebranded her stuff. Used to be Cruising Just for Old People, yeah? I found her new logo. You're not going to believe it, guys. There it is. There's Emma on the left.
Love it.
And there's Hudson, the cat potato, on the right, you know. And I've just thought, wow. I mean,
Emma's going to kill you, Pete.
Emma, what are you doing? Emma, you're going to kill me. Are you really going to kill me? Yeah, I don't think so. Because Martin, yeah, does this resemble anybody? Who do you think that looks like? Let me give you a clue. Let me give you a clue. Do you think that looks like? Yeah, oh my!
That way.
I mean, that is the fitting image, isn't it? Come on.
It is.
John.
It's spitting images, John.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
And then it got worse.
It's a good drawing by you, though, Pete.
Yeah. I mean, that is without a doubt. Look at that.
Oh, no doubt about it.
That is chilly. But you know what, guys, right? I mean, John, unfortunately, I did Google to see whether there was a potato head with me in it that I look like. And I'm really sorry.
Oh,
I couldn't find everyone. I couldn't find anyone. But there was one that's a little bit like me. So I thought, if I'm going to take the mickey out of Chili and John, which I love doing, with Potato John and Potato Chili, I'm just going to have to put this up there. It doesn't look anything like me at all, yeah? You ready?
Oh.
It is Potato, Pete, definitely. Definitely you, Pete.
Pete,
So
you've managed to kill 9 minutes talking about flipping potatoes.
And we're not even on the boat yet.
Not even
Emma.
close to the boat.
It's Emma's fault, you know. You know, it's Emma's fault, you know, and there she is, Emma, you know, there Emma and Hudson. So I thought, so guys, I just had to, when Emma talked about potato, I just had to talk about potato. But obviously, Martin, you're our guest, yeah? And we have a rule on our show that we never, ever would try to embarrass our guests and show a potato head of Martin.
Please tell
So,
me. Please tell me you have. Please tell me you have.
No, I
Please
haven't.
tell me you have.
I wouldn't do that, Martin. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Do you know?
I mean, come on. I mean, you've got to say, yeah, you've got to say that is just.
Oh,
there we go.
It is definitely me. Just
I see. If Martin and I had been on the same ship at the same time, he and I would have finished 1-2 in the negligee contest that I won.
So I'll get away from the potatoes in a minute. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to get a few dodgy comments. I would say thank you, Emma, for doing that, because I just had to go. Okay, we've got Emma Potato, we've got Hudson Potato, and we've now got Martin Potato, and obviously Emma's rebranded. Cruising isn't just for potatoes, and we've now got Martin's Potato Village. Yeah, and guys, I've rebranded our show. We're no longer called the Cruise Amigos. I'm sorry, we are now
Cruise Potatoes.
We are the Cruise Potatoes. Yep. That's up. From now on, as you can see, you've got little me in the middle.
Chili.
Guys. There
Chili.
we go.
We gotta find Pete a job, Chili.
No kidding. He's now up to 12 minutes on potatoes.
Pete, can you bring my second screen online here? Do you see that I've got another? Am I offering you another there?
I do. I see that. Yeah. Please,
my son, has a vegetable business. These are all different colored potatoes. These are legitimate. This is purple. These are rose potatoes. These are all different colored potatoes that we raise here on the farm.
Wow.
And there's pot up there at the top of the plate.
No, that is not
Marijuana.
No, that is dill.
Oh.
That's dill, just for looking at.
I'm not sure whether I should go to comments before we bring back Martin, but I better go and have a look here just to see what's being said. I actually hate to think what's being said here. Nikki, potato message. Yes, Nikki. Ian, potato. Oh my God. Oh dear. Lady, potato. Some people just trolling. I love it. Jack, potato. Yeah, that's the English version. London, potato. Potato. We say potato.
Potato.
Yeah? Oh dear.
You could do another show. You could give a show on it, and next week we could do pineapples. But we won't go into that, will we?
Yeah. Oh dear. So the cruise. That's John Blonde with eyelashes. I love it. Yeah. So the cruise potatoes, guys. What do you think? Do you think that's going to work? Do you think we can do that?
You're killing the show, Pete.
It's Emma. Don't blame me. It's Emma from Ever Cruising. She's the one that started it. We have now joined the new order of cruise potatoes, haven't we? We got Potato Emma. We got Potato Hudson. Potato Pete. Potato Martin. Potato Don.
Do you think it will have a broad appeal?
Yeah.
I think it will, yeah.
Absolutely. Make sure we get the right jacket on, yeah? Right. I don't know where we were, by the way. I'm so sorry, guys.
I'll tell you what you were going to do, Pete.
Here, yeah?
Emma Potato's back.
You were going to talk about the potato farmers up in Alaska.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's a perfect segue to the potato farmers in Alaska at Whittier. Is that giving you a hint?
Yeah.
Tell him, lady.
I mean, we didn't think things would go crazier from there, did we? Really?
I love it.
As I said, we don't have our serious shows, and John Chili, do you want to ask poor Martin a question while I try and work out what I'm doing? John Chili, please come in.
I'm still looking for a tater picture. Go ahead.
All the potatoes remind me so much of the farmers here in Ireland, especially when they dig them all up. Absolutely.
Hey, Pete.
And Margaret, I'm a couch potato. I love it. I think that's the best one. I love it.
That's the best comment of the night, that is.
Yeah,
I'm Margaret. I didn't even get a chance to say hello to Margaret. Pete, go ahead. While we're off the serious stuff, go ahead and do the Whittier report, please.
Oh, okay, right. Support. Yeah. If you, as you don't know, how do I go to support a port from potatoes? Yeah. Support. And that's another logo. As you know, we did our first show from Whittier last week, Alaska, and we had the wonderful Kelly on, and she was talking about how things have suffered there, and it's terrible. And she runs a Lazy Otter Cafe in Whittier, and we've been trying to raise money, trying to raise a few funds for two parts of Whittier. One is the Whittier Food Bank, and two are the kids. And when we have $100 raised, then we're going to make our first donation. We're literally almost at $100 now. I really wish it was more, to be honest with you, but we want to make our first donation before Christmas for Whittier and the wonderful people there. If you don't know Whittier, it's one of the shows. There's only 300 people live there. Most live in the same complex, and which is here. Most of them live there. And out of the 300 kids, it's a cruise port. Princess Cruises go from there.
300 people, 60 kids.
300, 300 people, and that's the Lazy Otter Cafe, and 60 kids. So we're trying to raise money for them in Whittier. We have enough funds pretty well to do the food bank, and we've got contact today from Whittier, the Girdwood Food Pantry, and that's working from the Girdwood church, I think, yeah. And we can raise money. We can get funds sent over for the food pantry, but we really want to help the kids, everybody, yeah. If we can, there are 60 kids there. There were 10 families have been identified that have really suffered mostly from the lockdown and lack of cruising, but there were 60 kids that lived there, yeah, 60 kids, and we want to try to raise a few more funds for them. So we don't have a lot of funds so far. You know, we had 200,000 people apply for the free cruise of Royal Caribbean. 200,000. Imagine what everyone did $1. How amazing that would be. But we need a few more. We need a few more people to donate for Whittier, to be honest with you, so we can actually donate to the kids before Christmas. We'd love to do that. $5, $10, the price of a coffee, the price of a jacket potato. Yeah. If you've got the price of a jacket potato to help the kids in Whittier, that would be wonderful. And if you go to our website, www.supportaport.com, it's really easy. You just put Whittier, you know, you can put potato if you want. We know what you mean. And at the price of a jacket potato, we can get a few more funds for the kids before Christmas. That will be wonderful. And we'll have more shows later on, and we'll talk about that as well. So that's the update from Whittier. John, Chile?
Well, I completely agree. Love to get enough money together to help the kids out for Christmas. Give anything, folks. $1, $2, $5, whatever you can afford. Man, it would help these kids out a lot.
Chile, I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Emma's with us.
Emma!
I'm in trouble.
Yeah,
Forever
we have to go back and watch this insanity.
Forever known as Tater Salad Emma.
Emma, do you need to look back at what we did? Maybe. I'm in big trouble now, aren't I? I'm not going to say anymore. I'm going to let Emma go back and watch it earlier, what we said to say. I won't post the photos either, because we've done the potato thing. We beat time.
You're going to be in trouble.
It's your fault. You're the one. You started this potato thing. It's going to go everywhere. The cruising potatoes. I will show you one thing, by the way, Emma, if you don't mind, guys. We have rebranded, Emma. We're no longer called the Cruise Amigos. We are now the Cruise Potatoes. Just to let you know that, yeah.
I'm the little one in the middle.
Yeah, and yeah, there's Hudson. Right, okay. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll let you do the rest of it. Oh dear, I am in big trouble. John, Chile, please carry on before I dig myself any further.
Oh, we like watching you dig yourself into a potato pit.
Martin, we've got a load more photos. Shall I show the photographs that Martin has? Yeah.
Well, before you do that, yeah, I love that. Before you do that, I was going to say, personally, I'll give $100 to Whittier to start this off straight away. So
Oh,
kids need
Martin.
a Christmas. They need a Christmas, even if it's a selection box, a toy. It doesn't cost a lot. So I'll put that on straight after the show today, and that's there ready to
Thank
go
you.
when you need it.
Thank you. That's wonderful. We appreciate
Martin,
that.
I'm lost for words. Thank you. You are doing that, and I just think you are such a gentleman to do that. I really do, especially after, I was shown that.
That's never gonna leave me, is it?
It's wonderful, and that's a wonderful gesture. And guys, I'm speechless. And anyone else, if you can donate anything to Whittier as well, we can do something for these kids. That would be the best thing for the 60 kids. Martin, I'll go back to some of your wonderful photographs from your cruising days.
I love that picture. That's Budapest.
Oh, yeah.
That was on the back of the ship on one of the Emerald River cruise ships. There's a pool at the back and a chill out area, and I just took that picture. Thought, this is the life. This really is lit up at night. It was in December. The snow started to fall later in the evening. It was one of those memories that live with you forever.
Is that Buda or is that Pest?
That would have been. I can tell you the shit. Yeah, it would have been. That'd been Buda. Pest
That's
is
Buda.
the other side.
That's the. I don't know. People don't know. Most people don't know that Budapest doesn't really exist. It's two cities.
Yeah,
Buda.
That's right.
And then the other side of the river is Pest.
Yeah,
What? I'm not making a joke here.
I know. I didn't know that. I'm learning something.
Yeah. It's two places.
Yeah,
Martin, you're all our heroes. All our
Yeah.
heroes. I'm working on getting a list of ages of kids in Whittier so we can help out the kids. Thank you, Martin. Wow. That's just incredible. I love to do a nice river cruise. Yeah, Ian, I'll be with you there. Sorry, Martin. Yeah, go back to that one. So Budapest. Now, this is where I met Emma, actually. Not in Liverpool, but on Virgin Voyages in Dover. This is Liverpool, Martin, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't get on the Dover one, so I know a few people sailed up to Liverpool, but we got the chance to experience that ship, and totally different ship. It really is. It's not your normal cruise. For me, I think it's probably an 18 to 45-year-old type of cruise. Bit of a status symbol statement, but it was an amazing ship. It really is. But it's not sailed. They haven't sailed anywhere yet.
It's really a ship just for people who are just crazy people like you, Martin. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. I get the feeling you kind of fit in perfectly on the Virgin Voyages. To be honest with you, I really enjoyed it.
I'm 46, but about 18 at heart. I really am. I'm not growing old. I'm not.
Wonderful. And this is.
That's Liverpool Port, actually. So Liverpool has started getting a lot more cruises, but that's literally just a picture, and I just thought it was beautiful. Beautiful Celebrity, one of my favorite cruise lines.
I was just going to ask, are you a real gung ho celebrity guy?
No, I'll give you my favorite cruise lines. Celebrity, if I'm with my partner, and I think it's because the first one I went on with my husband. It wasn't at that time; he was a partner at that time, but now he's my husband. And we just fell in love with Celebrity. We're going with friends, and we want something a bit more lively. Maybe Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, or Princess, and then MSC and P&O. They're the main ones I've done. I'm hoping to get on one of the Regent, but I don't think my picture, the way I dress up of an evening, will go down very well on Regent, would it? Especially in my high heels, But
Yeah.
I think there's a cruise out there for everybody, and you find a little niche. But
Ian said that he probably preferred Princess. It's my first ever cruise line, by the way. And there's you visiting Princess cruises in Liverpool again, Martin.
Yeah. Occasionally in Liverpool, we do get some of the bigger cruise ships, and hopefully a lot more in the coming years. Fred Olsen's going to have a ship based out of there next year, which is fantastic. And Liverpool's an amazing port. Last year, there was a cruise from Liverpool to New York, an iconic journey, and I think Liverpool has missed out a lot because of Southampton in the UK. There's a bit of argy-bargy between them. Cruise will probably know all about it and things like that. But Liverpool is a great place to sail from. And, you know, you've got the Three Graces, the buildings in the background that when you're on the ship, you see them, you know, the liver buildings. And it's beautiful. I mean, I'm probably a bit biased because I am from Liverpool way. And I am a Scouser, like, you know what I mean? But it is a beautiful city and it's like amazing to sail away from. But up north, what we try and do is travel agents, and all travel agents out there, I'll probably speak for them when I say this, we try and go and spend our own time and experiencing the ships and visiting them, so that when we speak to people or come on the shows or go around, we can actually talk about them and say, well, I've been on here, this is great, this was good, it wasn't so good, you know, this is for you, this is not for you. And that's what being a travel consultant, travel concierge, or cruise concierge, cruise specialist, whatever you want to call yourself, it's that experience that is behind you to be able to recommend things. You do pick the best.
Yeah, would you explain that, please?
Did we lose? Did we lost your audio?
Are you still there, Martin?
Yep, we lost Martin.
Do you think I might have done? You know what, don't you? You know the reason why it's not that photograph, yeah? Emma, if you're still there, yeah? I did find Martin's potato head. Maybe that's why Martin's gone. But guys,
does Martin know to come back?
What? He does know to come back. I really hope he's going to come back. Martin, $100 for Whittier. What a gentleman. Awesome. That's an awesome thing to do. And I know the cruising community are the most generous people. And once they really understand, the reason we're doing this, folks, for support, really is because when we restart cruising again, we're going to be so happy. And the crew are going to get back. Some of the crew are going to get back. Some of them will. And the ones that do get back, we are going to be generous. We're going to make sure they get some great tips because they deserve it. They would have had a whole year without any work. But the people in the cruise ports, they're probably going to have another year, because we're not going to be able to mix with them. We won't be allowed to mix with them for safety reasons, for both the ship and for them. So we'll be marched past in bubbles, and they're going to need help. And so that's the reason why we're doing that. Martin, you're a brave man. He's come back.
There we go.
I don't know what happened there. I think my picture broke the internet. I think it was that shirt picture. It must have broke it.
I think it is, actually. We were being very nice to you. Honestly,
now, I figured that you were on your 4th gin and tonic.
I wished.
Where were we, Martin?
Yeah, that's where we were.
If anybody's been on one of the new Princess ships, that's the Skywalk.
Skywalk.
Sticks out. Absolutely amazing. I'm a nutter. I really am a nutter. Everybody will tell you that. I just do what I feel is fun. And so that's the way I've lived life, is enjoy it to the full. So I just had to lay down and have my picture taken. And, you know, that's where these pictures come up from. And there are people out there, I've just seen something on my Facebook. Somebody's just put out, Cher laughs out loud, she'll never die. And it's like, that picture. Yeah. But you know what? If it brings a smile to someone's face, we'll bring it on.
But help me out here. Is that a walkway that has glass down to the floor below?
Yeah,
it literally goes out. Imagine the end of the ship. It goes out on a bevel, so you're out.
But so there's people down below.
If you were to see, that would be the sea below you.
But how about right now?
That part of it's over the floor below.
Dock. Yeah,
so
that's over the dock.
There could be people walking below, and there could be ladies walking there where you're laying down.
There could be, yeah.
Now, Martin, are you live for the party?
Oh, this was Eurovision in Lisbon a couple of years ago. It was actually myself, Stan, who's the one in the red shirt in the middle. As you can see, me in the black one at the far end.
89. Yeah. 89, yeah.
89.
Yeah, well, he decided to, if people in the UK will know Jane McDonald, and she has a show called Jane McDonald and Friends. So he decided on the karaoke at the Lisbon to put the name down as Jane McDonald and Friends. So when they announced, can Jane McDonald and Friends come up? Well, that was it. Everyone just piled round. And we ended up with this whole chara of people singing along to Waterloo by ABBA, a classic Eurovision his song.
Martin,
but this was people. Go on.
You're going to have to, on your next cruise, you're going to have to dress up as Jane McDonald.
Oh, jeez. Oh, she'd kill me. I think she'd kill me, wouldn't she, for putting it to shame?
You got to do it.
I'll have to find it. But yeah, no.
Lift Man, RCI.
Oh, I love the lift man. Just randomly appears in lifts and in places all over the ship. The piano just moves around with him, and we spent about an hour and a half just going up and down in the lift while he was playing all the songs, and we were all singing along. Just
how did he get the piano in the lift?
I think it must be a special size that it just goes in, puts it in, and he sits in there for an hour going up and down with people. It's just hilarious.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. Sorry, I got to show you. Hamburg. Sunrise.
Oh, it's one of the things I miss about cruising is the sunrises and the sunsets. It just brings life to you. It's when the start of a new day and the end of that day, and I miss those views. And
this
that
was
was
on
Hamburg.
Norwegian Cruise Line. Norwegian Cruise Line, Martin.
That one was on a Norwegian ship. I think it was on Norwegian Jade. It was a couple of night cruise. There were 6 of us, 6 couples went. Had a fabulous time, but it was only 3 nights we were on there, and just I got up in the morning
from Southampton.
Norwegian Jade from Southampton across
2 years ago. I was on it.
Yeah,
I was on that cruise ship. I was on that ship with you. Oh my God, you're the one. I knew I'd seen you before. Oh my. We were on a ship. We were on that ship together. I'll tell you why I remember Hamburg more than anything else. A 3-day cruise, was because, and what a fantastic weather we had from Southampton, Martin, didn't we? It was glorious.
We did.
But Hamburg, it stopped at the new port. And the new port is miles away from the centre of Hamburg.
Yeah, that was the awful
and no
thing.
one knew. It was, and the first time Norwegian Cruise Line ever stopped there. Oh wow! I knew I had seen Martin before. I knew it. I knew it. I recognise you now, Martin. I recognise you. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Oh my.
I knew there were certain photos that would never leave me in my life. That'll be on my gravestone. I'm sure of it.
I can't believe we cruised together, Martin. Oh man.
Small world.
Yeah. Celebrity Eclipse.
Yeah, name.
Have you transatlantic on the Epic?
No, I haven't. I was on just before she went across. I was on her when I think when she just launched. She came over in Southampton for a couple of days, and we sort of got to experience it. That was quite. That was a cruise and a half. That was about 400. Just lots and lots of travel agents. So much show that we drank the bar dry. They had to shut some of the bars because we drank that much, and we were only on it 2 nights.
Martin, you actually drank the bar dry. Chile has a bar named after him on Carnival, don't you, Chile?
Yep.
No, Martin.
I regularly turned in $1,000 bar bills.
Wow!
Yep.
Wow!
Yeah.
I was a Carnival guy for years. Of course, I started cruising before most of you people were born.
You don't.
Is that a bowling return? Looks like a return at a bowling alley. Are you coming out of the?
No, it's virtual reality. I think it's virtual. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my screen. Excuse me while I do that. Yeah, it's virtual reality. I've never experienced it in my life. Getting on a bit now, and that was just hilarious. And we had it filmed, and when we played it back, it was me screaming and like, "Oh my God!" And so, but that was on MSC Cruises. So on what shit was that on MS? No, tell a lie. I stand corrected. I think that was on the Bliss, NCL Bliss, when we did a couple of nights on her from again from Hamburg back to Southampton. So Emma Cruises was on there. Yeah.
I was on a show called Holby City, and I worked in Holby City in the morning, and I rushed down from Holby in the morning to Southampton to jump on the cruise ship. Could you believe? Wow. And if any of my friends from Holby City are watching, hi, hope you're all well, by the way. Miss you all madly. Wonderful show, wonderful people. Lisbon.
Oh, now everybody, if you've been to Lisbon, you will have done this. It's when you sail in. and the ship literally just misses the bridge by inches. But it's just an amazing. It's like sailing in. It looks like sailing in San Francisco, but it's Lisbon. But yeah, we did that. That was absolutely fantastic, and we actually got onto the front of the ship. It's a little known secret. Well, it's not a little known secret. If you've been with Royal Caribbean before, you may know this, but you can go up onto the front of the ship and enjoy the views as you're sailing into port or sailing away. And it's just an amazing place to be on the helipad there. They've even got benches for you to sit on.
Wow. What's the carnival ship, Chili? Ian wants to know.
Yeah, I answered it. I was just on the Sunrise. Was my last cruise. I like all carnival ships. Now I'm expanding and going. I love Holland America because of the food. As I've gotten older, I've expanded from just Carnival. And now I'm a big fan of Norwegian. But yeah, I was just telling Ian, I was on the original Mardi Gras back in 1979.
Wow.
The one that was built in 64 or something.
1864.
No, just my butt beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the original Mardi Gras, which
Wow.
I don't know. That sailed until.
Is that where your Chili bar is? Chili's bar on the Chili's
Mardi
bar.
Gras
On the
did have
Mardi
a Chili's
Gras.
bar. Yeah, that was the bar right outside the casino. Was Chili's bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Ian says I did the Sunrise from Charleston. 5 days. It's nice. Love the serenity.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I'm going to try to get through these photos. I've got a bit of video as well, actually, to show. Martin, just talk through these last 3 photos.
Tony Hadley, if people don't know, this was one of the 80s cruises. We actually got to meet a lot of the stars on there because they were like just milling around, and actually fantastic guy there.
I thought it was Charlie Sheen. That's not Charlie Sheen?
No, I don't believe you. It's not really him. It's not true.
It is. Trust me,
True.
I'll tell you, it certainly is. Honestly,
that's a bad joke. True. Plan no badly. True.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
I know. One of my worst ones.
Gold. That is gold.
What is he like, Mark? He's a wonderful singer. What's he like?
Do you know what? He's the most friendliest person you'll ever meet. He couldn't do enough for the fans. He was there, could have my pics taken and things like that. We'd actually gone for a meal and he was sat there with his family. Didn't disturb him, but when he was leaving, I just said, could I have a picture taken with you? And he went, do you know what? I'll say thank you. I sat here with my family and nobody's bothered me. And I think that's really nice. People respected, even though I'm here to entertain, respecting my privacy. And he said, thank you for doing that. And it was just so nice. And he's very supportive of his fans. And he's down to earth, very down to earth.
You see, they were my wild days, new romantic music. I used to go to a nightclub called the Blitz. Yeah, the Blitz. Famous nightclub that's famous nightclub run by Steve Strange and Tony Hadley. And that they may well have been there. Okay, we have a.
This is my girlfriend, Potato Patty.
Yeah. There you go, Emma. If you're still here. Cocktails. We love.
Oh, there we go. That's my kind of picture.
That is just what cruising is about, isn't it? It just is. Cocktail in hand. First thing we do when we get on a cruise ship is we go straight up to the pool bar and get a cocktail. That way, that's me on holiday. Switch off and I'm on holiday. But saying that, you never switch off when you're a travel agent. As you can tell by all the different photos and my page that you'll see and things like that.
Absolutely. And Emma, I'm sorry. Melissa, I'd love to go on an 80s cruise. Melissa, the wonderful Melissa, who's helping us out, by the way, as we know, with our supports, with Cruise Shop Save. So check her out on Cruise Shop Save. And she did her first show on Friday, by the way. What a wonderful show she did. And Elizabeth, by the way, if you're watching, thank you so much for your wonderful words about supports. Right, back again. There we go. Glass of wine. Yep.
That was a champagne on Royal Caribbean in Azumi, which is their Asian fusion restaurant. I love it. the hot rocks that you just get your own food. But then I think I'm paying a cover charge here, but I'm having to cook my own food. This is wrong, you know. But it's an experience. I loved every minute of it. You know, you get your steak and your prawns and things like that. Oh, that was a cold day.
That's the Germany River Cruise.
Yeah, amazing views.
Sharing.
Company that's no longer existing, but the lady in the middle there, Claire, is fabulous. She's now with another company they're starting doing quite a lot, Just Go and National Holidays. So you know, they're picking up quite a lot of what the Shearings was. And Arosa was fabulous. This was the ship we were on. It's a German river cruise line, but absolutely beautiful boat. And apart from the beds were really weird. They had like an overhang over the bed, like a canopy. But no, it was a great ship. And you know, anybody who's thinking about river cruising, please do it. It's absolutely amazing.
Celebrity Edge.
So, yeah, no, that was yeah, it was on Edge. Yeah, Eden on Edge. We got to go on it. Yeah, sorry, Pete, I was correcting there. I was wrong. I do apologise. Amazing show in it.
I wasn't with you on that one, by the way, Martin. I wasn't there. Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not with me on that one.
You got your cruise wings, yeah?
I got my cruise wings, yeah. So again on the Edge, absolutely fantastic. That is a real game changer in the industry now. It's just beautiful. And Apex, which was meant to launch last year and didn't.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get on her in May. Actually, we're doing the Greek islands, Santorini, Mykonos, and tell you a little story about Malta. Our very first cruise, we were going into Malta, and I don't know if anybody knows about Malta and the port. It can get quite windy when it's going in. Listed.
I know Valletta very well.
Yeah, ship listed 45 degrees. Everything flew across the suite.
45 degrees.
It was it was absolutely awful. Captain decided he wasn't going in.
A big hello to Tim, by the way, for Norwegian Cruise Line. He actually lives in Malta and works for Norwegian Cruise Line. He's booked all the cruises for me. Wonderful chap here. And if you like your soap operas, not just about, there we go, Coronation Street.
Oh, I'll tell you, there is a story behind this, but I don't think it's really for being broadcast on a show like this.
After the crazy things we've been doing with all the potatoes and all the craziness dressed up as Madonna and sure.
Oh, that's guy from Coronation Street in the toilet of all places on MSC Bellissima. But it was, you know, when you've had a really good meal and you've really, you know, you just go to the toilet and things sneak out, and he just turned around and he went, bloody hell, he said, you ripped a right one there, mate. And that's how we got to speak to each other. It's just one of those things that just like, one of those experiences that I was embarrassed, but it just came out and it was like, oh no. I told you I'm a nutter. I'm an absolute nutter.
Oh my God. Now just we're coming almost to the end of the hour. I've got a little bit of video I'm going to show as well very quickly. But Martin, thank you. I mean, this is where the holiday village, Martin, yeah? That's how you can be contacted if you want to book a holiday with you, yeah?
Martin's Holiday Village on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find me. Just give me, or you can find my website as well.
And please check it out, Martin's Holiday Village. If not, check us out, and we'll put you through to Martin as well. And I've got to show I've got a couple little bit of videos that you've sent us, because I had Chili working all morning trying to work out how to download it to send it to me, and he sent me the damn same video about 10 times, which is. So I'm going to show you these very quickly, and then we'll come back and say our good.
Here we are on Boardwalk. It's one of the 7 neighbourhoods on board the Oasis. It has Johnny Rocket, which is a 1950s style restaurant, as well as the seafood shack.
Also here at Boardwalk, you've got the fabulous carousel, the only carousel at sea. Home to the Aqua Theatre, which has 2 spectacular shows. One's called Oasis of Dreams, the other one's called Splish Splash. And we've also got the 2 rock climbing walls, which Royal Caribbean are absolutely famous for. And we're going to go and we're going to enjoy this place now and get an ice cream. Here we go.
That's it, thank you. Great, fantastic.
Well, you not only went and got your ice cream, Martin, there's only have 50 more seconds to go, so I'm going to show.
Thank you.
show. The first show is on this evening.
Also, we have the rock climbing wall, which is on every single Royal Caribbean ship. But Oasis being so incredible, Oasis has 2 rock climbing walls. You've got varying levels of degrees, depending on whether you're a beginner or extreme, which I'm an extreme, I think not. And it's fantastic. So we're going to go off and we're going to have a go. I don't think so.
Ah, this is the life.
Cocktails, jacuzzi, this is what cruising's about.
Oh, that last shot, guys. That
Yeah,
last
that was-
shot.
that was
Cruising.
It is just
Wow.
cruising, isn't it? I mean, that takes me back. That was 2010, I think it was, when Oasis first launched. And I just thought, you know what, it just brings cruising to life, you know. And we did that for the travel industry for people out there. But
So-
before you finish, Pete, I just want to say, by the way, what you're doing with Support is amazing. And like we said the other week, we will give away some of our commission to Support for anybody who books through us. So please, you know, just mention it when you come through. And we are going to, just for the guys who have watched into this evening, anybody who comes and joins our page this week, we will actually give a case of wine away. And we're actually giving away a cruise on our page at the moment. So feel free to join it, like it. You might win a cruise for 2. And if you're a single traveller, then we'll pay for 1.
And Martin, your donation of $100 to the kids in Whittier is just incredible. Thank you so much, guys. We've gone past the hour. The first time we've
Well,
gone
that
past
went
the
quick.
hour, but we have gone past the hour probably because of talking about potatoes. That's what it is, yeah. Emma, it's your fault. Potatoes, yeah. So I would like to say, Martin, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. You know, you've been a wonderful guest. And for my fellow cruise potatoes, I just want to say thank you, guys. And thank you, everyone, for watching. And please, we'll see you next week. Bye, folks.
Thanks for having
Bye.
us. Much appreciated. Bye.
Bye.